love sharing that footage. Of course, that is in their Tucson Gem Show, which is the largest gem and mineral show in the entire world. And that is the passion, what Jay King is truly about, bringing to you rare, unique mine finds from around the world. And all of these pieces are 100% handcrafted. And boy, do we have some amazing stories that we're gonna share throughout the next couple of hours. One of those happens to be one of the rarest turquoise Jay brings to us. This is the number 7. And I said to Jay, I can't even remember. I have one piece, that's it. But I can't even remember the last time we had the opportunity to talk about number 7. So talk about a rare, unique story. Talk about an amazing customer appreciation special price. I don't even think Jay knows that. It is $89.98. Adriana is our beautiful model who's gonna be showcasing all of our pieces throughout the afternoon, looking beautiful in every one. But you talk about unique and rare and special in the world of turquoise. Please do not let this one pass you by. It's item number 900682. Okay, and then also coming up in this hour, we're gonna be talking about one of the most unique gallery collection pieces. This is from Jay's private collection, and this is all gallery, which means very high end. That's all inlaid work of natural, beautiful turquoise and lapis and black chalcedony. We have the pendant, and then we also have the matching fabulous earrings to go along with it, both brand new and both at a customer appreciation price special. On top of special, throughout this visit, Jay is officially gonna be here 3 decades in October, 30 years. So we decided, you know what, let's not just wait till October, right? That's how all anniversaries and birthdays and specials should be. Yeah. Let's start early. Right, Jay? Why not?
So they're making it a year-long event.
I love it.
I'm kind of honored by that. It's really
yeah,
nice
first one we've ever done that. Good to see you, my friend.
That's good seeing you. I always love working with you.
We have such a great 2 hours in store. We're gonna start off with 1 minute special, and I know it's not gonna probably last the full 30 seconds. Okay, pink sapphire. This is beautiful elongated gemstone pendant that comes along with the 18-inch sterling silver necklace with your 2 3/4 extender in the back. We originally offered this at $199. Jay, let's just start off with 50% off. Never will happen again. These are premium, beautiful, beautiful, pink sapphires, Jay.
Well, and this is something that we're just being asked for. But yeah, when you say premium, here again, this is all, okay, so this is all gem grade sapphire, and this is pinky pink. I mean, it's really nice. It's not only that, the clarity is amazing. The color is totally consistent on it. And this is a material that I acquired from a very, very small deposit. In fact, I still get material from this particular deposit. It comes out of Mozambique, of all places.
Okay.
So not the garden spot of the world, but but they're in. You know, Mozambique is in Africa. It's in the gem belt.
It's
so
known,
this
right,
area,
for all kinds of beautiful
they've got
colored
amazing
gems.
gem wealth.
Yeah, already. I'll let you know when it's completely sold out. Congratulations. I'm telling you, the sterling silver necklace at $99 would be a great buy. Okay, brand new, Jay, and this is Prehnite. I don't know, have we ever done a 36-inch long all Prehnite necklace before? I know we did 18-inch.
Yeah, you know, like it's been a while since we've even done Prehnite. What makes this unique and this unusual is this is a brand new material. The material we always had before was from Australia, and this is a brand new material that we got out of South Africa. So it's really a very high-grade Prehnite, and you know, Prehnite is actually a gem material. It is known as a gemstone.
I'm laughing because when I started the show, we have these, we call them vampire mics, and they're little like claws. Do you see what happened? So I went like this with my hand, and I caught it in my vampire mic. And my director just said, "How's your finger?" I said, "It's actually bleeding." But no, I'm fine, but you know, you never know. Anyway, live television. Okay, so yeah, Jay, this, you know, I look at this and first think, okay, this is hundreds and hundreds of carats of peridot. Yeah,
there's over 170, I think 178 beads, hand-cut beads on this. They're all graduated, 36 inches. And this is Prehnite. What causes the color of this is because it's the ferrous, the irons that's in the natural Prehnite as it grows. This is something that comes that's developed with how this material forms. It forms much like the sapphires, a lot of the opals, emeralds, all the gemstones. It's the same kind of thing. It's usually in a hydrothermal stope. So it's really, really, really super, super saturated, boiling water, hot water that's full of all these different minerals and elements that actually, when they cool, they crystallize. And that's what you're seeing here. You're seeing actually a crystallization process. Here's my, that's my specimen.
Wow. Wow.
Of this material. I mean, you know, like, now, of course, I've buffed that out, you know, like I just polished it. But the bigger pieces, this is what they look like. And then when you cut them, of course, you're going to get a little less color, a little bit more translucent. But this is like clean, clean, clean.
It's beautiful. Yeah,
isn't that amazing?
Soft, like almost like the prettiest baby is like a baby pink, but a baby green.
Right.
Electric though, because of all those beautiful facets.
It is kind of, it is the same thing like almost like that, where you have like that neon apatite, you know, and you've got these vibrant colors. This is the same thing. Now, of course, this was a big crystal, and I just buffed it off. You know, as you get smaller, of course, they're going to be more translucent. They can't really keep that concentration of color, but this still has wonderful color.
And it reminds me, Jay, I don't know why, but like of a rutilated quartz almost. Because of the clarity?
Yeah, you know, and what you see in this, it's funny you would say that, because when you see like, okay, so when you see like the black in that, those are actually ferrous crystals. So it's iron-based crystals that are growing through the natural crystals. So it is kind of like almost like a rutilated quartz.
Okay.
It's the same kind of feeling to it.
And being that it's 36 inches in length, you can easily double this up if you wanted to do so, or layer it on its own. But I do want to mention, under the same item number, this is brand new, it's the world launch right now, we also have a triple strand bracelet. So the bracelet is also customer appreciation price at $129.98. It will be $149. Same thing. When you think about that, 36 inches at $129.98 for a necklace. That is unheard of. I know we're counting backwards. We have fewer than 200 of these to go around, but this is what Jay loves doing best, right, Jay? Well, finding new finds.
Yeah, these are the kind of things that we're actually, I'm very proud of, because we're able to bring these to the market. And a lot of these materials that we, you know, and one of the reasons I think we've been blessed with being given the honor of being here for 30 years. I mean, if you think about it, who does anything for 30 years really now today, like in the television market?
No
you know,
kidding.
But I think it's because of things like this, that we go out, we find different, unusual, unique. A lot of the materials over my 30-year span, a lot of the materials, believe it or not, that we brought on are materials that have never been seen before or used before in the jewelry industry, right? Like the rock hounds would know what they are, but they had never really been, applied it to the jewelry industry because people never really thought about it. The thing with Prehnite, believe it or not, this was discovered in the late 1700s in South Africa, where this material came from, is where it was originally discovered. I'm not saying out of the same deposit, but that's when it was first became known. And in ancient cultures and a lot of the artifacts and stuff, you'll actually see Prehnite and Prehnite crystals in the artifacts. So it's been something that even the ancient cultures really respected, but you really never saw it in the Western world. It was more in Africa and in Europe is where you'd see the Prehnite.
And it makes beautiful jewelry, I'll tell you that. Okay, if you don't have the HSN charge card, today would be a great opportunity to apply, because you could take $15 off your first purchase as soon as you're approved. And of course, enjoy all the great perks that we offer throughout the entire year when you shop with your HSN charge card. Okay, Jay King, I'm so excited about Yellow 7. It was funny, I said, Jay, I can't even tell you, like I have all my turquoise marked, and I just was going through and just kind of going through what I have, and I saw Yellow 7. I'm like, wow, we haven't had that.
Well, you know, this, I can guarantee you that this is a turquoise that I can say without a doubt is a complete exclusive for us. It's unique in many different ways. But the name of this, that's what even makes it more unique. We were called out to an iron mine. It's a fairly good sized commercial iron mine, but it's very different because it's they're going back in. They actually usually when you see iron mines, they're big open pit mines that they're doing. In this case, it was going back into a hill, not really a mountain, but a large, and they were tunneling in to the mountain. That's how they were going back into these stopes, and they were actually bringing out the iron ore. When they called us, a friend of us turned us on. He says, "I think this is turquoise. I think that we've discovered turquoise. It's a small deposit," and so we went and looked at it. And they actually, the person that I contracted with, they're the ones that went in and actually harvested the turquoise. So there wasn't a lot of it, but we pretty much got everything that was any good. Anything that really was low grade, we cobbed it there on site, and we left anything that was low grade. We only took the really higher grade material. So we had to, this is an iron mine. I mean, so, nobody has a name for this. This truly is a mine find as far as turquoise. And so when we decided, what are we going to name this? Well, this is a big commercial mine. So usually what they do is they have zones, and then they're all like color coded. Like you've got the blue zone, the red zone, the purple zone. So this was in the yellow zone. So it was in the yellow zone portion of the mine, and it was tunnel number 7.
No way.
So we were thinking, well, so here's this, this side. So it's, it's yellow. It's got yellow, like a yellow box on it, and then it's got a 7. And so we were thinking, okay,
that's pretty cool.
Yellow 7.
Yeah.
I mean, so we actually named this. Like I said, there is nobody. This never made it to the commercial market. It's unique and different. It's more on the green side because it's got more aluminum and more iron in it, and less copper content. So the more the copper content, usually the bluer the turquoise will be. And turquoise is a rarity in itself in the fact of how it's formed. And that's what actually even makes turquoise so rare. There are so many things that have to be in place for turquoise to actually grow and form. So in this case, you can see, and this is what's really unique about it. It's got like high blues, medium blues, high greens, medium greens. It's got this beautiful caramel matrix, but for the most part, it's more leans toward the green side. Yeah. But what I loved about it is the characteristics.
Me too.
The natural character of the turquoise. It's very unique, and it's a very unique fingerprint.
Real organic. Now I want to talk about this customer appreciation special, because this flew out at $149. We selected throughout the next couple of hours, obviously, our customer appreciation special pricing and mystery deals, 30th anniversary, all of that. We saw this for under $90, knowing you can't find it anywhere else. No two will ever be alike. We said, okay, that's gonna be our winner. On top of that, Jay, 5 monthly flex payments. So when you shop with any major credit card or debit card, how does that work? Whenever your next billing statement comes in, it'll be $18 with your shipping and your sales tax. You're not waiting. This necklace and the earrings, if you'd like, we're gonna talk about those next, will be at your front door in the next few days. As with everything that you purchase with us here at HSN, and this is why I love when Jay's here, because everything's authenticated, all GIA approved, of course, our amazing quality assurance. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Yeah, you won't see anything like this.
Actually, with everything, if you really wanted it or you want to request it, you can always get a hold of us, and we could provide you with a copy of the GIA certificate.
Yeah, I remember you saying that's great.
So, I mean, we do have people that request it every now and then, but there's not a single material that you'll see on our show that is not GIA certified. In fact, it's a requirement, although we do it anyway, but everything's required to be tested by the GIA.
And we love that, so you know exactly what you're getting. That's the beauty of being able to be educated from Jay. Yes, this is also yellow 7.
This is yellow 7. I love this. You know what? We've shown this. We have very few of these left. To even though I love everybody very much, I just want everybody to know the reality of this. It's impossible to use this much turquoise and that much silver and do a design as the manufacturer. Okay, I'm just telling you, as the manufacturer and designer of this particular earring, that this price is beyond ridiculous.
It's $69.98.
When they do this and they show these prices, I just want everybody to know that's a great value. I mean, it's not just a great value, it's an incredible value. But in the real world of manufacturing, and especially with us, you're dealing direct, right?
That's the difference.
That's how we're able to even do the prices that we do, is we go mine direct, we control everything from the ground up. So we absolutely give you the absolute best value, even on our original pricing.
At $129.
So, yeah, so I mean, quite frankly, that is a very, very good price, the original price. So at this value, you cannot go wrong.
$14 with flex pay. They're just over an inch in length. Rarely do you see turquoise in an elongated fancy cut in a marquise like this. Even the silver work is just beautiful, holding it in.
Yeah, and you know what I love with this? I like the elongating effect of this, especially, like it, it kind of like, especially, it actually kind of thins and slims.
It does.
Your facial
features.
That's a proven
fact.
And I love the post angle. We designed that, and I love that because of the motion. It gives you motion.
Good
and
point.
I don't wear pierced earrings, but I'm told that, we do wear test everything before we want to make sure everything's wearer friendly. And I'm told that these post angles are very comfortable on the earlobe, and they fit more securely, so it's not like flopping or drooping your ear.
Great point. They have the butterfly backings on those too, so they're nice, elongate, a little bit longer or a little bit larger than our traditional butterfly backings. Okay, we have a mystery deal. A mystery deal, that means it's a mystery to all of us. Okay, really fabulous, organic, cool design of coral. This is orange spiny oyster. That comes with the 18-inch necklace. I'm looking at this value, I'm like, wait, can it possibly come? Yeah, the necklace is included. Jay, what exactly are we looking at here?
So this is something we do because we can do it, right?
Because you can.
Because we can do this. So this is all free form. So cool. It's all it's all a natural material. With this is something, to be honest with you, that anybody could wear. Like as a guy, I would wear this. It's just a really, really cool look. And this is orange spiny oyster.
So cool.
So it's the spondulus. So it's spiny oyster out of the Sea of Cortez. We cut this in freeform designs. So this just goes. Look,
wow.
Not everybody could do this design. And the reason you couldn't do this design is it's not calibrated. So you can't stamp the setting, and you can't cast the setting, right, to be able to do something like this. The only way that you can make something like this is to actually hand make it from sheet material and then have the silversmith build the silver setting around it. So they're all freeform, very unique designs, kind of a cool look, but this is just a nice little splash of color. And here again, as a guy, I would wear this too. And the chain on this is incredible. It's totally awesome.
This is 50% off. If you're in the ordering process, congratulations to you. It absolutely is on its way to selling out. Talk about a wow piece where people want to know, where did you find something like that? Who made that for you? Because that could never be obviously mass produced. Okay, Jay, this next piece is such a beautiful combination of individual quartz and calcite. To me, this is like one of those pieces that you go to New Mexico, or you go to one of those really, in Aspen, to one of those, fabulous wild jewelry spots, and they have those one-of-a-kind designs, all this beautiful inlay work, and you love it, and then you look at the price, and you're like, oh, if only. Well, not today's case. For anniversary special, this is not just sale. This is 50% off our original HSN price, which was $149. So it is $74.99, $15 with flex pay. We'll ship it to you. I'm gonna turn this right over to Jay because it's a very unique combination we don't see very often, and we have fewer than 200 of these that are available.
So the white portion of this is Tibetan calcite. So we get it out of Tibet. It's one of the few. I've only got half a dozen different materials in my career, 48 years of doing this out of Tibet. And this is a really unique form of calcite. Usually, you don't see calcites in my designs, and the reason is because most calcites aren't hard enough, and they don't take a really nice polish. This is kind of like an ivory calcite. It is hard, so it takes a nice polish. For calcites, it's very, very hard. So it doesn't flake or chip or anything. And then what we've done is we've done stone on stone inlay, and we've used a brand new mine find. And this is, they call it Peach Mountain. But when you analyze it, it's actually chalcedony, which is, chalcedonies come in every color of the rainbow, and it's a quartz in chalcedony. So it's not only chalcedony, which is an agate, but it's actually quartz intertwined in that, and that's why you get that's why it gets really hard, and it's able to take this amazing polish and gives it that color, which is really, really too unique. It's kind of, it reminds me a lot of it, almost has like a tiger eye effect
or
to it.
petrified wood.
Petrified wood, yeah. Same thing where it's got that organic kind of feel to it.
Like that natural color. Like,
that
what
is
is that
all
made
natural.
up of?
Yeah, and this is the first time.
No kidding.
And here again, these are the kind of things that we bring to market that, that I find that nobody, I don't know anybody who's ever made jewelry from this.
No.
I don't know anybody, but I was really attracted to the Tibetan calcite material because you know what it reminds me of is antique ivory.
Like
when
our
they used to
bone.
make, when all the piano keys used to be actual real ivory, they don't do it anymore, but when it was actual ivory, it has that kind of that same feel to it, that same kind of like that color.
Yeah.
It's not really a bright white, it's kind of like an off-white or like a yellow white. And it really, really, I think the contrast on this for the two natural materials just really, really bodes well.
And with the neck or the beautiful sweater that Adriana's wearing, if you love any of those neutral colors, your warm colors, your earth tones, your coffees, any of those, it goes beautifully. And then right now, for spring and summer, you have that one necklace that has the white, like of course of the natural stone here, that really does just look so rich looking. Obviously was custom made for you. It is custom made, and I will tell you this, when it is gone, that's it, my friends. We are never repeating this for 74. We can't repeat it at 149, Jay, let alone the opportunity to get it home for $15 today. That's a beauty. That is so, I love when you have pieces like this that are just like, wow. I want to know, like I would think that was maybe an ivory, like you said, or a material that was made out of a tusk or something. It's just
kinda
really
has that,
special.
Yeah, like that fossilized Macedon ivory type look. I love it. And here again, it's just an incredible value. We don't have very many of them, and that's why we only showed this one time before, and we don't really have enough to really even air them. So they've gone down on the price.
This is going to be coming up, but I'm hoping.
This fire
calcite. I never did this before.
Okay, all right. This stuff is so intriguing, and these are the kind. These are mine finds. I found this in Indonesia. This is my design. I kind of toned it down a little bit, but this material, when it looks like it's on fire. When you really see it, it almost looks like it's going to ignite.
Like
it's
amber,
got the most dense fire, that dense color of it. It's just totally
Have
incredible.
you ever seen that color?
No, it's brand new. It's new and exclusive.
Wow, I can't wait to see it up close. That is beautiful. Coming up, it's 902-243. Okay, we did a little sneak peek day. I mentioned this workmanship is just like, again, it's that gallery level. It is that fine gallery level of workmanship and craftsmanship, and you know it immediately when looking at the pendant, looking at the matching earrings. This is genuine turquoise inlaid along with your lapis, along with the black chalcedony in one of the coolest designs. Like, I love these custom-made looks, and that's exactly what we're bringing to you. This is brand new. We're launching it for the first time. It comes with a 24-inch sterling silver chain with your 2 3/4-inch extender, and that pendant. Look at the bell on there too. If you wanted to change it out onto maybe a thicker or wider cord or whatever you would like to do, you have ample room to be able to do so. And just under 3 inches in length and about 1 inch side to side. So as we mentioned, black chalcedony. You have
Spiny oyster.
Spiny oyster.
And then Campitos turquoise.
Campitos. Okay, how about the whole concept behind this, Jay? Because I know when we do go into your private collection, we get in that gallery level. Obviously, these are more investment pieces, but just to give you an idea, the earrings are available at $169.98, and they are just about 1.5 inches in length. And then the necklace and pendant will be $259. It's $219.98, and 5 flex pays. These are very limited. Because you can't do hundreds and hundreds of these, right,
Well,
Jay?
I guess you could if you
private
wanted
collection.
to, but we don't. What we do is these are pieces that we make limited production on them. These are the kind of things that, to tell you the truth, that you would find in more or less in a gallery or a specialty high-end fashion boutique. You would find this in, like if you go to any of these towns where you've got these local artisans, this is the kind of look that you would probably see. Not these particular pieces, but overall this skill level. What you're seeing here is brand new. I mean, this is brand new. We're just launching it. In fact, this is the first time. This has been a 4-day event, four days.
Yeah, you've had a long weekend.
So in 4 days, we've saved this to the end. This is brand new. Nobody's seen this yet. What I love about this is really kind of showcases our abilities. And it's really kind of what sets us apart and makes us different is so the designs, here again, the designs are all done by us. These are, all the settings are manufactured by us. These are things you can't go buy anywhere. They're all done in-house by our artists. Then what really makes this unique, really different, is the inlay on this. And this is 3-dimensional, right? Most people that I've seen, I'm not taking away from anything, it's just standard practice. Normally when you see inlay, you see it flat, right? It's a flat inlay because it's very, very easy to do flat inlay. You just buff it flat, right? This, I want you to think about the complication and how difficult it is to actually do this and get it right. All this inlay is 3-dimensional. So it's 3-dimensional, it's rolled. Now, we could have just taken it and buffed it off and made it flat, and that would have been simple. But each of these pieces, the Spiny, the Campitos, and that is blue ice, turquoise, and then that beautiful black calcite, which actually to do inlay with is extremely hard because the material is a very, very hard material. All of those have to be individually hand carved. So they're all hand carved, and then the inlay is actually pieced together. So this is something that you have to have truly, truly skilled lapidarists, right? This isn't something that somebody just starts and learns. These are things that take years and years and years to be able to acquire the skill level and the ability that the skills set that you need to actually create something like that. It's very meticulous, and you have to be really, really detailed, attention-oriented for these to come out right. And again, there can't be any gaps or anything. It's truly a labor of love.
Yeah, and you can feel that. You can feel that energy. We often say that with artisans, not everybody can do this kind of detail work, and that's why we say, obviously, it's a higher price range because of that reason. And a lot of beautiful metal work in here, too. Even could wear it reverse if you wanted, Jay. I mean, obviously you wouldn't, but...
To be honest with you, we didn't build it for that.
Yeah,
we just finished the back because to be honest, why not? Right? I mean, like instead of just, a lot of times we just, do a mirror finish, high polish on the back. In this case, we went ahead and did a design in the back.
Fantastic. Okay, earrings will be $199. Necklace and pendant will be $259. So great customer appreciation specials, brand new. As I said, very, very limited in both. Okay. Oh, mystery deal. You're gonna flip your lid, my friend. Okay, so it's always a little mystery, right? This is, I'm going to say, Azure Peaks.
Okay, not just Azure Peaks. I mean, this is like the best Azure Peaks.
Yeah, look at this. Premium. Okay, Jay, this was $229.
What did they do?
You got to be really quick.
Stupid price.
$114.99. And it is a true full cuff, which is adjustable. You can see this beautiful gallery around it. Look at that color of that Azure's Peak.
Okay.
Holy moly, is that beautiful.
And if you look at it really close, this is actually a mosaic inlay where they've actually taken it. But in the Azure Peaks, this is a material out of turquoise out of Mongolia. And it comes out of the Gobi Desert. This material hasn't been mined now. I've been involved with this material for over almost 25 years. And this material, we haven't you haven't been able to get this material for the last 10 years. So they don't, as far from what we understand now, they're not even allowing them, even if they find it, they're not allowed to actually
really?
mine it anymore. So this comes out of a big open pit copper mine now in Mongolia. When I first started working with this material, we were before they even built the mine, before they ever did anything. In fact, they didn't even have any infrastructure in. The roads were all dirt roads out to it. It was very, very primitive. There was no power, there was no water, there was no nothing when we first got introduced to this turquoise. This turquoise, the original material, was surface deposits. So it had oxidized. And so most of the material was more of like an emerald green or a darker green or a tealy blue green. This material is the material after they came in, after years and years and years, and started to mine the copper, and they started making the pit and opening up the pit. And as they got down about 300 meters, then we ran into this blue turquoise. And like I said, now they're not allowing them to harvest it at all. They actually just, all of the material gets ground up, and they've got a new acid wash process that they're using. And so what they do is they leach all of the copper out of the turquoise. So they don't allow them to mine the turquoise, only just the copper ore.
You got to be quick on that one, Jay. No wonder, my goodness, but more incredible goodies like that. Aquamarine's coming your way and so much more. Stay with us.
It's Customer Appreciation Month, and it's all about you. For the entire month of April, we're showing the love to our HSN card VIPs with exclusive perks like VIP Thursdays. Get a special offer every Thursday in April, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day, or VIP financing on so many items. Not a card member? Apply now and instantly get $15 off when you're approved. Visit hsn.com/HSN card or call 1-800-695-1418 for details on our exclusive VIP offers. Thank you for being an HSN Card VIP.
HSN Plus has more live channels. Welcome, my friends. More ways to shop. More of this.
I'm here to collect my $25 gift card.
HSN Plus has more of what you love, all in one place.
This is amazing.
All for free.
You're the best.
Watch and shop what's happening now, or catch up on what you might have missed.
Let's have some fun. Come on in.
Okay, you bring it in the base.
See what all the plus is about. Watch free everywhere you stream.
Great Monday. I'm your host, Lynn Murphy. I was just admiring the multi-tourmaline necklace back with this darling dress. It is that color that doesn't matter what you're wearing, but this happens to be the beautiful blue. It's from Nina Leonard. It's available for you, I want to say in four individual colors in that ballet slipper, and that's at a special clearance price too. So $34.95, but it would go with that dress, every color, my multi-gemstone tourmaline necklace. Hundreds and hundreds of carats, I might add. Same thing, how about a beautiful aquamarine tennis necklace? And we also have the matching aquamarine coiled bracelet, triple coiled bracelet to go along with it. First time at the special appreciation price. This was originally, the necklace, $189. Do you have the ruff on this? Because this ruff is like superior.
I do, and it's in the car.
Because I remember when you brought this in, when we launched this.
Give me about 10 minutes. I'll run out to the car and get it. I've got it. I left it in the bag. It is very impressive, though. When I show this specimen, then everybody goes, "Ooh, yeah."
I remember. I was like, "All right."
Yeah. Well, then you see the crystal formation. You see what it's all about. Here's the thing with this. This is a brand new aquamarine, and when I say brand new, we discovered this 4 years ago. now. I have to keep remembering that this is 2025. So
We've been doing this 30 years here at HSN,
but we discovered this is a relatively new find for it, and it has one thing in common. This is all gem grade aquamarine. This comes out of Mozambique. I actually, you know, when we kicked off the show, Lynn and I kicked off the show, we showed you that pink sapphire, the crystal, that same miner. That's how I discovered, that's how I got involved to this. I got introduced to the miner to buy sapphires from another sapphire miner. He turned me on to the mining operation for the pink sapphire in Mozambique. Because of that relationship, then he says, well, are you interested in any other gemstones? And I go, yeah, you know, that's what I do for a living. You know? And,
what do you have?
And then he introduced me to this aquamarine. Now, let me tell you something. Can I buy aqua in this quality? Absolutely. Can I buy aqua in this quality and even come close to our original prices? Absolutely not. We've got just an exceptional deal here. To get this quality of aqua, it's unheard of. Go into any jewelry store, and here again, just go in and check it out. Number one, when you go into there, you don't see any beads, right, in aquamarine.
No, you're right.
Normally what you see is aquamarine set maybe in silver or in gold, but it's usually just little round faceted 4mm, 8mm, maybe something like, you know, like if you get something 10 or 12 millimeters, that's huge, right? And the price is like substantial, right? Because aqua, this is a semi-precious form of beryl. Same beryl is in the same family as emeralds, right? So this is semi-precious. If you read up on the aquamarine that is being, this particular rough that's being mined in Mozambique, you'll see that the write-ups that it's known as some of the world's finest aquamarine available. This is a really unique material, and the only reason that we can do what we can do is because we are getting mine direct, right? We have a direct relationship. Otherwise, we couldn't do this. And most aquamarine that you see out there, guys, the majority of the aqua that you see has some kind of enhancement process to it. They've done either heated it, they've radiated it, they've heated it, or they've done an oil treat on it, like a hot oil treat. That's how they bring out the colors in the aqua. I can guarantee you this. That's why Lynn wants me to show you the crystal. I could actually guarantee you that 100% we don't do a single thing to this. This is all natural. If I took this material and enhanced it, it would even be more vibrant. But I feel it's just to show the natural quality of it is totally enough. It's amazing. The carat weight on this is over the top.
We took $70 off. A customer pick favorite that is beloved, one of the finest aquamarine I've ever seen. I'm going to tell you, Jay, I could take any one of these stones and make a ring out of it.
Oh, you can make a ring. Think of the
earrings.
Okay, earrings. You could do a dangle post earring out of all that.
It's
and also,
wild.
you know, if you're a March baby or if you know somebody that's a March baby, right?
They're bursting.
I'm married to one.
Oh, there you go.
And this is one of the things. It's so funny because
Does she like her birthstone?
she
Aqua's beautiful.
She loves aquamarine,
Yeah.
and you know, like this woman has every single. She has materials that literally even jeweler friends of mine drool over. The thing is, she's got some incredible pieces. Do you know what she really doesn't have? She's only got very few pieces of anything in aqua. And so she always tells me, she goes, what's up with this? Like, I'll show something like shit and she'll look at me and go, and? You know?
Yeah.
So, but it's really funny. I really haven't, for some reason, and it's her birthstone. She loves it. And I really haven't done anything
Well, you
for her.
don't see a lot of aquamarine. I can remember, you know, just as soon as last year, people asking, where is aquamarine? We just don't see it that very often.
Yeah, you know, and you really don't see aqua. Here's the thing with aquamarine. It's not that I don't have the connections I do. In fact, in the 70s, the connection I have in Brazil, it's just always, for this grade, it's always been cost prohibitive for me.
I guess that's
you know, like can I do it? Can I put up my designs? Yes. But are they really going to be willing to pay that price for it? And usually, to tell you the truth, I don't know if you would see the value, because our thing is actually giving you something. We also want to give you the biggest bang for the buck.
And that's at the original HSN price. So, you know, when you see that, we're going direct. So, for instance, the set of 3 bracelets here, they were $109.
Which is more than a fair price.
For, again, all aquamarine, a triple set. How about this? Over 50% off. I mean, Jay, this is a true costume jewelry price. You find beads out there that are just simulator, synthetic, or whatever. This is natural aquamarine from that same source, correct?
Right. So there's aqua. I think there's also blue lace in this. These are all the materials.
And
this
blue
was
opal.
actually, this was made in blue opal, India blue opal, and this was made as the alternates. These are actually birthstone sets, birthstone bracelets for March. But anybody can wear this, but you got a natural blue opal, you got a very, very rare blue lace agate, and then, of course, you got that amazing Mozambique aquamarine.
And that's that jewelry stretch elastic, so it's so easy. You don't have to worry about any class whatsoever. Just pop it right on. All 3 you're getting today. Wish we had another 500 of these. Unfortunately, that's not the case. $10 on FlexPay, and we'll ship these right out the door to you. What a special. If you have, again, like I mentioned, maybe grandchildren or a daughter or a sister or whomever it may be who celebrates a March birthday, this is their birthstone and they're going to be simply delighted. I know we still have hundreds of you in the ordering process for that gorgeous aquamarine necklace. Please don't miss out on that customer appreciation special. And let's just continue on with more of those special appreciation prices.
Okay, our next thing,
It's one of my favorites.
Is this what we're showing? Wait till you see this.
I love, love, love. First off, it's 6 strands of genuine tourmaline, colors of tourmaline, every color that they are most known for in in a multi, 6 strands, in a necklace, and that's the beauty of tourmaline, because they're known for its color saturation. So you're getting the highest blues and pinks and purples and greens and you name it, reds in here, every color you can think of. Jay, this was originally $229. Amazing value. Again, that's an HSN deal, special opportunity buy. We're offering it for the first time over 45% off at $119.98. It becomes your necklace. This is your necklace that people recognize you wearing, that always is compliments, that lady that wears that beautiful color gemstone necklace. It goes with everything. It places beautifully around the neckline. It also will come with that 2 3/4 inch extender. So if you want to adjust this a little bit shorter or a little bit, longer, you could absolutely easily do that. But Jay, how in the world did you come across this opportunity buy here?
Okay, well, here's the thing on this. I mean, they're giving you the opportunity. This, even the original price we had on this was, really, really a fabulous value. This is watermelon tourmaline. So this is all semi-precious, super high grade tourmaline. So you've got the intense colors, the intense pinks, blues, greens, raspberries. There's all kinds of different colors in this. Tourmaline is one of the more colorful semi-precious gemstones that is out there to work with. This material, what I really love about it is the quality and the color concentration of it. It's amazing. Now, I also want you to think about that. There's over 1,200 beads.
Wow. No way.
So think about just the logistics. I mean, if you price this out per bead, right? What you're actually paying for. So these are all hand cut 3 to 3.5 millimeter rounds. These aren't machine cut. They're hand cut. They're hand faceted. It took forever and a day to do this. It's all cut from the natural tourmaline crystals. Again, they're not color enhanced. They're not color treated. When you saw this one, when you walk out on this studio, right? I haven't shown this for the 4-day event. This is the first time you've seen it. The first thing, I'm looking and I'm saying, okay, what are we going to show this afternoon? And I'm looking, and I gravitated right to this. You pick it up.
Me too.
It's sparkling. It's gleaming. It's talking to you, and that's what I love. And that's what it's going to do when you get this and you get it home. If you think it looks sparkly and cool here, when you get it home, then you're really gonna see what it looks like. I mean, it comes to life. It's on fire.
It is.
And what we've done here for you, we've done all the heavy lifting. So it starts at 18 inches, but it goes all the way down to 22. So it's all layered, and we have done all of the hard work for you here. It's got a bar finding, which we custom make. So we've strung it. So all you do is pull it out, you shake it, put it around, and it just layers beautifully.
It does, just like this, Jay. Just take it out of the thing. It has
Shake it.
two.
But even when you shake it, you look at it gleam and glow.
It's so pretty. Your little end cap's off to the side here, so it's nice. Just to think the time, 1,200 individual natural tourmaline in the most beautiful pinks and, like almost you said it, the watermelons, there's hints of blues in here, there's a little bit of green. There is, I mean, look at it behind my blue dress. How pretty is that? And then behind Adriana's like soft ballet pink, or like color of my nails here, look, it looks like, same exact color. Same exact color in there.
And then here again with tourmaline. Now, my claim to fame that I love, and actually it's the same miner, but there's a deposit where it's all pink. The pink is the rarest of the colors, right? Okay. You don't know, like to get the pinks is very, very rare. Usually you don't have a concentration of pink. From this same miner, they have whole stopes where I was able to get in and bought, and it's all pink. It almost looks like pink sapphire. In this case, this was another deposit out of another stope that they had, where they had traditional, and in the industry they call this watermelon tourmaline. And the reason they call it watermelon is because it's got all of the different hues in watermelon. You think about it, because in watermelon there's reds, there's pinks, there's in some watermelon, you got green, but there are also just hints of blue in this also.
I can remember in Tucson, we were standing at one of the vendors that were selling it by the strands, and how expensive they were. It was wild.
Do you know, it's really funny that you would say that. Like, I've taken our buyers to Tucson a few times, and I'll tell them, like we gave you a special deal. Like this material is really rare. And I'm sure they see it. And then I say, but I don't have any more. I cut everything. And then we'll go to the Tucson. They'll see the Hank, and they'll go, "Oh, I thought you couldn't get this." I said, "Look, they've got a few strands. They've got like 10, 12 strands." I said, "Look at the price." Yeah. And then they look at the strand price and they go, "Oh."
We love you, Jay.
So
I get it.
Yeah, it's like they see the actual what this stuff really sells for, and they go, "Oh, now I get it."
That's not even being made.
My favorite bracelet, I think that we do, and I've done them since the 70s. But this now, especially the new findings and stuff that we have available that we make for this is absolutely beautiful. They're light, they're fun. It's one of those designs that you can honestly say one size fits most.
Oh,
right?
100%.
There's always an exception to the rule, but I have not met anybody yet to that exception. This is just it is the most incredible finding, and it's the most incredible design, these coil bracelets, especially in these smaller gemstones. So you've got 3 to 3.5 millimeter faceted round beads. To me, the smaller the bead, it's more difficult to work with, but they lay better. It just flows better, it lays better. It gives it a kind of, I think it upgrades the look of it.
Yeah, 100%. $69. I don't know if you saw that, Jay, and 98 cents. It was originally $99, and you mentioned that's a phenomenal value. And we're talking all natural watermelon, one of the most sought after colors in the tourmaline family. That's exactly what you're getting all throughout these earrings. And these earrings you could sleep in. That's how lightweight they are. They're approximately a little over 2.5 inches in length. And there you can see on Adriana all 3 rows of this coil that doesn't require any class, nothing to worry about. Every one of your J. King pieces will be marked and stamped, so you know it's always going to be precious metal, natural gemstones in this case, and rare organic, wonderful finds. This is between that necklace and still hundreds of people trying to get through on that necklace. If you can do it for under $70 and get the matching earrings and get the matching bracelet, it's all from the same place.
Well, we make this, and here again, when I make these sets, if you've been with us for any length of time, you know that very rare, I don't you know, it's the exception, not the rule, that we make sets. Something like that's the reason I do the set is because so that they all flow together, right? This isn't something like most people don't have anything that goes back to a multi-tourmaline in an earring. So that, you know, we make the sets, and to tell you the truth, we try to make everything very, very affordable. In this case, they've taken our affordable prices and made them even more affordable.
Boy.
You could get the whole set for what you would just normally pay for
the necklace.
the necklace.
You're right. Absolutely. Okay, 085151 is the item number. Okay, we do want to say thank you. We got things started with our fabulous mystery deal. Like, speaking of, beautiful pink
That
sapphire.
took a long time for that, but that, you know what, that is something that's just so cool, because you got that, especially the grade of that pink sapphire, it's gonna blow your mind.
Okay, you know what else is gonna blow your mind? Is this next mother of pearl. How in mother of pearl did you ever do this?
You know, and you know what, believe it or not, this right here, of all the things you've seen so far, this is the hardest thing that we've to manufacture.
How?
Yeah, it's this. I know it's simple, right? And I actually did this because I had several of our viewers request this. They wanted something they wanted it in mother of pearl. Now, this sounds simple to do. It is probably one of the hardest things that you've seen designs, one of the harder designs for us to do. We make everything from the natural materials. In this case, this is made from a natural oyster shell that we get out of Australia. And all the shells, it comes out of an oyster farm, which actually what they're doing, they grow pearls, but that's what they mainly do. But they also supply us with the host oyster. So this is mother of pearl. So it's the same thing. It's made out of the nacre, which is what coats pearls, that gives them that pearlescence, that pearl look. But the reason this is so difficult is the shells are not thick.
Oh,
so the only place that you can cut this out of is what they call the heart of the oyster. So to get this size, and to be able to get this size a bead, and also even at the heart of it, a lot of times it doesn't have the pearlescence. It doesn't have that sheen of the nacre. It's more muted out. So to even be able to get this where every one of them's got that pearlescence, got that beautiful kind of sheen and wet look to it, is very, very difficult to do. And we can't make a lot of them, but we did this because we had several viewers that requested that they wanted something like this, that they didn't want pearls, they actually wanted mother of pearl, but they wanted something kind of big and kind of freeform.
And you provide it, my friends. Unfortunately, here's the thing. If you were on the phone lines for the earrings, they're almost completely gone. The necklace is 18 inches in length. It has your, again, your 2 3/4 inch extender. I have fewer than 30 of the necklaces. So, all right, check this out. We're talking 50% off at $79.99. Originally, it was $163. I can't even imagine how difficult. That's when I said, holy moly, how in the world to, mother of pearl, like into round individual beads like this? That is not an easy task to do. But boy, going into spring and summer, and we talk about white jewelry, there's nothing more clean, more fresh, more, again, a lot of times white jewelry, love it accessorized, but a lot of times it looks almost plastic. It doesn't look authentic. It doesn't look real. There is no doubt about it. This is the real deal. Okay, so if you're in the ordering process, congratulations to you. We will keep you updated and let you know. Oh, well, there you go. Sold out. Earrings.
That's cool looking. I appreciate the fact you appreciate that, because I have to tell you, I would love to take you on a little tour and show you when we're cutting those.
I would love to see just how they do it.
And show you how much waste there is. It's a very small percentage, probably less than I would say less than 10, maybe even as less than 5% yield on the material when you're cutting those beads.
Well, Jay,
this is gem grade. This is one of the things I saw tonight that we're going to be doing. This is like primo kyanite. This comes out of Brazil. I've had this material for a long time, but I'm telling you right now, we finally went and we had to really sort it, and every bit of this color on this is all gem grade. Okay, this is gem grade kyanite. The color saturation of this material on these designs, not all my material, but on these designs is over the top. It does not get any better than this. If you want something that is a showpiece, every single one of these that we did, they are all showpieces.
This is what we would consider more exotic.
It is an exotic
right,
stone.
Jay? In the world of gemstones.
An extremely, extremely rare material.
Meaning you very rarely see it, let alone if you would see this quality, Jay, it would be an 18 karat gold.
Do you know this?
And thousands of dollars.
When you see this, they come in huge, they look like shards. In fact, I didn't bring, I have specimens of these. And I just want everybody to know, okay, the specimens I have, even you could really, if I bring you a specimen, it would show you the difference in colors. This material that you're looking at here is probably less than 5% of the material that we have, right? And this is one of the most challenging materials to work with because it's so hard, and what really makes it hard and a challenge for the lapidars is the cleavage. So it's how it actually grows. This is an aluminum silicate, and that's what gives it this like this sapphire blue coloration to it, this glow. But I want to let you know that every single one of the cabochons, in any of these, in the earrings, in the cuff bracelet, especially in this necklace, this is the primo top grade kyanite, all natural. It's not heat treated, it's not radiated. This is natural, but to be able to get this in that color consistency and that clarity is virtually impossible. Less than 5% of the material, less than 5% of the crystals will actually yield that quality.
Isn't that amazing? You can go online, you're not going to see anything like this.
No, you know
nothing.
What? This is a perfect thing. There's actually, I haven't researched it in a long time, but if you go online, it will back up what I just said, how rare this material is. And then if you see what normally people are selling, and I've sold it, to tell you the truth, because really that's why I really don't do a lot of kyanite. I've never really had a great response to it for the fact that when you cut it, usually it's kind of a washed out purple, or like it'll be like, I don't want to say dirty, but like a darker.
Not this vibrancy.
Here, this is what makes this different, is not only the color, the clarity of the material, the clarity of the crystals. And also, if you look really close, do you see the grain of the crystal? They all run the same way. Do you notice that? Okay, that's not by accident. If the lapidarist doesn't orient the crystals and they're not running the same way, when your eye looks at it, you don't see the color, you don't see the depth of color. Right. So it's a very challenging material to cut, but this grade of material in kyanite is very little of the material is actually this grade.
Oh no, I've never seen
very selective, and that's why you're not seeing a beaded necklace, to be quite honest with you. Well, I could do a beaded necklace, but I haven't had a great response to that. So I decided to just bite the bullet. All we're gonna do is go through these crystals, chop them up, and only take the AAA grade material.
Well, and today you're getting that incredible, I want to say it's a $70 or $80 savings on that necklace, and that goes away. You're getting it home for under $40. All right, Jay, so we're going to move on to the matching cuff bracelet I've been wearing since the beginning of the show. That was originally $179. That's also at an appreciation price at $159.98 with 5 flex payments, under $32. And then we have the drop earrings that are just over an inch, about 1.5 inches in length. And those were originally $159. They're $139.98 with 5 monthly flex payments. And you can see right next to same exact quality, right, Jay, that we're talking in the cuff bracelet and the earrings.
It almost looks like a star sapphire. Right?
You know what? You're right. Which, can you imagine if it was, how expensive that would be?
But it almost has like that star sapphire. But I want you to pay attention here again, and I'm not harping on this. I'm just telling you that this grade of kyanite is something that is super, super rare. I mean, it is really, really rare, and it's actually could be classified as exotic. And you've seen kyanite before. I've tried it a few times in my designs, and to tell you the truth, I made it, I had a good value on it, but it was not that impressive. And so I just put this material